Hey Tribe, this week I headed over to Divinely Rooted in Wallingford, Connecticut. I met up with the owner, Kelly, and we discussed the pelvic floor. These are muscles that we don't really talk too much about. It gets kind of sensitive, but they're hindering your everyday life. If you're a woman, you might have some issues when you jump rope or when you run. You feel like you have to pee. For men, it's usually a sign of erectile dysfunction. So stay tuned, watch this video, and see how we can help improve your intimacy, your breathing, and your connection with your pelvic floor. So with breathing, we have that diaphragm here, and we also have the pelvic floor, which is the diaphragm. So you're talking a lot about breathing, right? So one thing is when we breathe, when we elevate our breath, it actually will pull our pelvic floor up, and when we exhale, it's going to push the pelvic floor down. Is that correct?
That's correct.
So they're going to move one and one. So if we can't get a good breath control going on, we probably don't have wonderful connection with our pelvic floor.
Yeah, so when we inhale, right, your diaphragm's going to lift, your pelvic floor is going to lift on the inhale. And then we exhale, everything starts to relax and release and let go. So we need both. We literally need how to fully breathe and engage and lift, and we also need to learn how to relax as well. And it creates better intimacy, it creates better, there's just so much benefit to it.
Heck yeah, so let's do it.
All right. So what I'm going to have Andrew do is bring his feet on the wall and line his knees directly over his hips, as if there was a wall from the knee down to the hip. I'm going to take this blanket way down towards the pelvic floor. I'm going to have him squeeze the blanket. And arms resting. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to start with about 3 pelvic tilts. So you're going to inhale, rock your pelvic bone towards your tailbone, and exhale into posterior, imprinting the low back, squeezing that blanket.
So I'm rotating right here.
Yep, inhaling, rock forward. Yeah, it's actually, it can be hard to see because it's not a huge movement. And as he squeezes into the blanket, he's going to engage those inner thigh muscles. And let's do one more like that. Breathe in, rock forward. Breathe out through neutral into imprint. Good. All right, rock back into neutral. Bring your feet up a little bit high, a little bit higher. Hug the blanket. Take a deep breath. Rock forward. And exhale, imprint. Good. Now breathe in and exhale, peel up. Peeling, lifting. Good. And as he starts to peel his bones of his spine up off the floor, his arms are going to push into the floor and he's going to keep tucking the tailbone as if he could pull his tailbone like a tail up between his knees up to the ceiling. Good. Now those arms are going to push down. Take an inhale and we're going to roll down in 3 breaths from upper back. Yep. And I could see he's tightening up his corset, his core muscles, and mid-back.
So I'm trying to lengthen my spine almost as I go down.
Yep, it's like an articulation. Oh, rolling. So he's using his abs to articulate the spine. Hugging that blanket is going to create a zipper effect from the ankles through the knees into the pelvic floor. Now as he comes down, I have him just take a moment to relax. And for this next one, when he comes up, I'm going to have him do like a high heel. So ready? You're going to take an inhale, exhale, imprint. Nice. Good. Good. Inhale. Press down through the back of the arm. Send the tailbone up towards the knees. Good. Take a breath. And we're going to take a few breaths, maybe 3 breaths to start articulating down. Good. Nice deep breaths. And the spine rolls down. Good. Hugging that blanket. Good. Good. Before we do this last one, I'm going to have him roll his head a little, shake his shoulders, so that the upper body stays relaxed. And we're isolating all the muscles from the pelvic floor all the way up through the diaphragm and the ribs. All right, we're gonna go one more. Take an inhale. Scoop up the tailbone. Nice, good. Hugging that blanket. Nice slow breath. Your arms are gonna push down. Nice. Take a big deep breath when you're ready. And we're rolling so what this does is it creates space in the side of the body from the armpit down to the hip. Good. And go ahead, take an inhale. And close your eyes, exhale, relax the whole body and just feel the weight of your bones and your muscles. And then just take a moment to stick out your tongue, let a big lion's breath out. Good. All right, you're gonna give yourself a big hug. A little rock, nice deep breath. Nurturing and loving this body that we have to take care of. And let's take the arms open and take the other arm on top. And nurture yourself and rock side to side. All right. Nice job, Andrew. Thank you for joining me.
I feel awesome. It feels really, really good. Tough I found to keep the engagement while breathing. Mm-hmm. I had to really think about constantly re-engaging these legs because I'm disconnected slightly. My muscle connection's not there. So I was really good. Like I always say, we always need masterminds of their discipline to help teach us as many times as we do something and we feel that we know it. There's a lot of blind spots that we have. So
I was disconnected.
Having somebody be able to help identify those things is definitely important. So thank you very much.
You're welcome. Yeah, when I'm standing, I'm constantly I'm constantly training myself to pull a zipper from my ankles up through the inner thighs up into the pelvic floor. It's like I'm sort of ingrained myself because I had so much pain for so many years.
Heck yeah.
So, thanks everybody for joining us.